We all want to hire great people, but something that leaders don't always think about when they're interviewing is that just because someone is talented doesn't mean they're the right fit for your team. See, it's not just about what a candidate brings to the table, it's about whether you, as their leader, can actually support them in a way that they need to succeed. Because if their needs and your leadership style are in constant conflict, it's going to be frustrating for both of you. Hi, I'm Kelly Stine, Gallup-Certified Strengths Coach and founder of the Leading Light Coach. And today we're talking about how to know before you make a hire whether you can realistically support a new candidate in the way that they need. And if you want a step-by-step guide to hiring the right people without second-guessing yourself, grab my free guide, The Strength-Based Leaders Playbook for Attracting Top Talent. It'll help you define your leadership style, understand your team's culture, and make hiring decisions that actually work long-term. The link is in the description below, so grab it at the end of this video. Okay, let's get into it. So step number 1, get clear on your leadership style. Before you can assess whether you can support a candidate, you need to know what you bring as a leader. Ask yourself, what kind of leader am I? How do I naturally support my team? What strengths do I lean on the most? If you've taken the CliftonStrengths assessment and you have your talent profile, this makes that process a lot easier to figure out. So for example, if you're a highly results-driven person and you prefer a lot of hands-off leadership, but you're interviewing someone who thrives on frequent check-ins and hands-on coaching, that's going to be a major mismatch. It doesn't mean that they aren't talented. It just means that you may not be the best person to lead them. So before making a hiring decision, make sure that you're being honest about how you lead and what kind of support you can actually provide. The second step is to identify what the candidate needs in order to thrive. Every candidate comes with their own set of strengths, challenges, and work preferences. And unless they come in having already taken the CliftonStrengths assessment, you're not going to know concretely what their talent profile is. So your job, in part in the interview, is going to include figuring out what their talents and therefore what they'll bring and what they need from you in order to bring their best actually are. Some questions that can help you figure this out are, tell me about a time when you felt totally supported at work. What did that look like? How do you like to receive feedback? And what leadership styles have worked well for you in the past and what leadership styles have not? Then listen really carefully. If they're describing a leadership approach that's completely different than yours, you need to ask yourself a really challenging but important question, which is, can I realistically give them the kind of support that they need? And if the answer is no, hiring them might set both of you up for frustration. And the final step is to watch for major misalignments. It's okay to have some mismatch between your strengths and their needs. And that, in fact, can help challenge you and strengthen you as a leader. But what you want to watch for are total incompatible mismatches between you and new candidates. See, sometimes two talented people just don't work well together because their needs and their styles clash. So here are a couple examples. If empathy is in your bottom 5 and you have a candidate in front of you who is telling you that they need constant emotional support to do their best work, that's going to be a really tough gap to bridge. If you prefer autonomy and fast decision making, but this candidate needs heavy structure and step-by-step guidance, that's going to be frustrating for both of you. Or if you're highly strategic and you thrive on future vision, but they need a leader who is hands-on in the day-to-day details, they're probably going to feel lost under your leadership. So this doesn't mean that you should only hire people who are exactly like you, but it does mean you should hire people whose needs don't constantly conflict with your leadership style. The key takeaway here is that the right addition to your team is going to be more than just about talent. It's going to be about alignment. It's going to be about asking yourself, does this new hire make our team and me as a leader better or not? If you can't support someone in a way that they need, and if what they bring is not going to bring out the best in the team and in you as a leader, even the most talented new additions are going to struggle. So before you bring someone onto your team, ask yourself, can I realistically give this person the support that they need? Will our styles work together? Will we complement each other, or will we constantly clash? And am I setting them and myself up for success with this new hire? Now, if you're ready to hire with confidence, grab the Strength Based Leaders Playbook for attracting top talent. It's going to help you define your leadership style, understand your team's strengths, and make hiring decisions that actually work long term. The link's in the description below, so go grab it now. And thank you so much for watching. If this was helpful, hit like and subscribe, and then tell me in the comments, have you ever hired someone who was talented but just did not end up being the right fit for the team? If so, what did you learn from that experience? Let's keep the conversation going, and I'll see you next time.